The fifth highest grossing movie of the year 1993. Number 5, Mrs. Doubtfire. What a movie. What a fucking
Oh
movie.
yeah, love it.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. It's not working.
We mentioned that in a previous episode.
Yeah.
How he needs to go to jail. Like that character is
Right?
just
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just...
this man child. And
Right. That's just some crazy shit that he did, man. Like in like a reality. Like if it wasn't a movie, like this guy is nuts.
For sure.
he's getting the
Absolutely nuts. Right.
And lethal at the same time. Lethal injection and the chair. They're throwing everything at him.
Yeah.
I love how poor little Miss Doubtfire. I remember the scene. One of my favorite scenes. They're asking for his name in that character, and he looks at the piece of newspaper or something next to him, like an article, and it's like Police Doubtfire.
Yeah. Police
Doubtfire.
that.
Doubtfire, dear?
Doubtfire, dear?
He's cooking and his like fake breasts catch on fire. Ooh.
Look at this. My first day as a woman, I'm getting hot flashes.
So funny. So
Yeah.
fucking funny.
Yeah. The mask gets run over, and then he looks out and sees those two kids staring at him from the other building.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're laughing at him.
And then they're kind of not laughing anymore at one point. Yeah.
I remember the ending being really stressful. Watching the ending is just like, why would he accept to go to the same restaurant at the same time? You know what I mean? With like two different parties as two
it's
different
insanity.
people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's, I mean, come on. I get it that it's for the movie,
Right.
but it was the most stressful thing to watch when I was younger. And I was always questioning why he would do such a thing.
Yeah, why couldn't he just be like, oh, Mrs. Doubtfire isn't feeling well. She's not going to go out. And then there you go. Problem solved.
Done. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, you got to think. I mean, just based off what we know from the beginning, it's a shaky marriage. It was fun to start.
Sure.
And then he's like throwing parties with goats and, live farm animals and kids. His wife comes home and she's the bad guy because she's got to take responsibility for it all. And he's, Mr. Fun. So the kids like him and hate her. So there's this whole thing.
Oh yeah. That's the whole thing.
Sally Field's an excellent actress, obviously, and they do
she's
that scene so
wonderful.
well, and it
Just realize you're spending too much time with those corporate clones you used to despise.
I spend too much time with you, Daniel. It's over. It's over.
And most people, they get divorced, they miss their kids, they love their kids and all that stuff. But the option to just, what's the most sane thing I can do right now is dressing up like an old lady and
yeah, right.
being their babysitter.
I'm not
because there's
gonna
no
get my-
gray area between divorce and dressing up like an elderly lady.
Like, he gets divorced and like he could be like a responsible adult man and just be like, I'm gonna get my shit together, we'll figure this out. Like, no, I'm gonna dress like an old lady and fucking.
This will win him over. Well,
That's right.
Here's the thing that really, if you think about it, because at first, he's got nothing. He's clearly got a lot wrong with him if he thinks this is the best way of going about it. But be that as it may,
Yes.
he's Mrs. Doubtfire, whatever. Even in his job, he's finally getting ahead. His boss gets to see him just goofing around and likes what he does. And now he's moving up in ways he never thought he could do it. Why didn't he just stop being Mrs. Doubtfire in his kid's life and just stick with his job's doing well? He's making improvements. His house is clean. There's all these little things.
Great, the food's terrific. I'm really proud of you. Yeah, me too.
Me too.
There's no need to continue doing Mrs. Doubtfire. You'll get to see your kids if you just play it cool. But again, he does the worst. He goes atomic. He goes nuclear and has a dinner with both parties at one night. So we've been talking about Mrs. Doubtfire for like 20 minutes.
Well, there's still more to unpack. You got Pierce Brosnan, who's like, he's supposed to be like the bad guy taking his family away, Right. But he's like he's a super nice guy though the entire time.
Yeah. He's not actually the bad guy that they try and make him seem. Daniel did it to himself.
And then Daniel fucking tries to kill him with the pepper at the end.
Yeah. He's got issues.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
He just flies off the handle.
Literally.
But he did save him.
Mrs. Doubtfire, help us, he's choking.
Help is on the way, dear.
Like, oh no, I killed the bastard.
Oh no, I killed the bastard.
Oh man, it's a good movie.
Yeah, I love that where he's like walking away and Robin Williams throws an orange at his head or a mango, whatever it was, and he's like,
Oh, the terrorists, they ran that way. It was a run by fruiting. I'll get them, sir. Don't worry.
just like, just like a run by fruiting. It's still ridiculous. One of my favorite movies of the 90s, one of my favorite movies of all time. I can't say enough good things about this movie. The Big Lebowski. The Big Lebowski.
Oh, shit. Yeah, of course.
I love this fucking movie.
I just love everything about that movie. So I'd have to say, if I'd have to pick a scene, probably the scene where they're dumping Donnie's ashes.
Oh god.
And
yeah, it all blows back.
Yeah, it all blows back. Oh my god, dude.
Goddamn wind. God damn it, Walter. You fucking asshole. Dude, I'm sorry. It's a fucking travesty with you, man. I'm sorry. It was an accident. What was that shit about Vietnam?
You know, or the infamous scene, of course, with the don't step over the line, you know.
Fucking dog has fucking papers. Over the line!
Huh?
I'm sorry, Smokey. You were over the line. That's a foul.
Bullshit. Mark it 8, dude.
Excuse me. Mark it 0. Next frame.
Bullshit, Walter. Mark it 8, dude.
Smokey, this is not Nam. This is bowling. There are rules. You're entering a world of pain. Walter, man. You mark that frame in 8, you're entering a world of pain.
I'm not.
A world of pain. Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules? Mark it 0.
They're calling the cops, man. Put the piece away.
Mark it 0.
Walter, put the piece away.
Walter?
You think I'm fucking around here? Mark it 0.
Esteban, you got anything from
This is not. What does he say? This is not
This is- yeah,
Nam. This
this
is
is Nam.
bowling.
There are rules.
There are
I've
rules.
only actually seen it, I think, once, maybe twice.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I loved it.
wow.
I thought it was great. I waited a long time to watch it the first time. I think that was part of it. So like all the nobody's really. I'm surprised it's not higher on the list or even on the top 10, to be honest, because it is a huge today by the standards of all those movies you mentioned. This is probably grown the most in shares in terms of
for sure
what people consider a good movie from '98. So John Candy's character, is it John Candy? No, John Goodman.
John Goodman.
John Goodman.
John Goodman. Yeah.
Goodman. Yeah, John Goodman's character is pretty awesome in that movie.
Oh yeah, Walter. Yeah,
He's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So when he, when he brings the dog and he says it's a Pomeranian, this fucking dog's got papers, dude.
Yeah,
it's not
fucking papers.
It's not a Pomeranian at all. Which is really hilarious. The reason that Donnie gets told to shut up all the time is because of how much Steve Buscemi talked in Fargo, and they got the Coen brothers like, man, you just all the time yap yap yap. So the next movie that he's in, every time he goes to say something, he gets told to shut up.
Eat on it.
Donnie, please.
And fucking kills me. One time they're in watching a play. I think it's the dude's neighbor who's got some sort of art thing going on.
Oh, it was his landlord.
His landlord, yeah. And they're watching it and they're talking about it. I can't remember exactly what they're talking about, but Donnie just chimes in with a little.
We'll be near the In-N-Out burger.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Yeah,
He's so mad.
He's
oh,
so angry.
God.
Yeah, it's so
hilarious.
Yeah. Oh,
the made for TV version. Oh, go on. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna. Isn't there a theory about this movie too? Isn't he supposed to be some representation of Christ or something?
I believe Buddha.
Buddha? Okay.
Yeah, Buddha.
Because I remember thinking and seeing stuff about that and being like, what?
Yeah.
But
the made for TV version of it where they edit it out. So the scene where John Goodman and the dude, Walter and the dude are going to that kid's house because they found his homework in their car. Yeah. And he's like,
is this your homework, Larry?
Is this your homework, Larry?
Yeah.
We know it's his homework, dude. Larry, is there entering a world of hurt, Larry? Is this your homework? And the kid's just staring blankly.
He's stonewalling us.
All right, Larry, you're going to see what happens. And he says,
You might want to watch out that front window, Larry. Son, this is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass!
You're going to see what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Larry. You're going to see what happens. And he goes and grabs a baseball bat, starts beating the hell out of what he assumes Larry spent this money on for his car or whatever.
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass, Larry!
This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass. John Goodman, real quick, I remember when he was filming that scene, he felt horrible for the people that were in the area You're hearing this crazy man yell out, "This is what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass," and just beating the hell out of this car.
Do you remember doing correcting all the F-bombs in the TV version?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Oh, they got very creative.
The night I had to beat up the Corvette with a crowbar.
Oh yeah.
Nobody told me that they bought the neighborhood out.
Oh man.
So I'm going, I can't do this. I can't go out in this quiet neighborhood and yell this obscene stuff. I
This
really
is
felt
what
bad.
you get. Yeah.
And I must have done 2 takes before I figured out what's going on. I can't do this.
But in the made-for-TV version of it, it's
Larry, you see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps? That's what happens. You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry? That's what happens when you feed them scrambled eggs. That's what happens, Larry. That's what happens when you fool a stranger. What the hell are you doing, man? Stop.
it's so ridiculous.
I actually like that better. That's
God. I love everything about that movie. Like when he's filling in the beginning, he's like going around and he's like looking he's in the grocery store and he sees like some milk or cream or whatever, and he opens it up and drinks it and looks around to see if anybody saw that, and he's like, all right, I guess I'll get that, or puts it back, and he's writing a check out for like 26 cents.
Yep.
He's paying for it. And he sees George H.W. Bush on the TV screen saying like,
will not stand this aggression against Kuwait.
Talking about Saddam and all that stuff. He carries that lingo with him the rest of the way. This aggression will not stand, man. You know, just like, dude, pissed on your fucking carpet. Pissed on my fucking carpet.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
You know, and he's like, your carpet, dude. Donnie, please,
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie. The Jesus guy licks the bowling ball. Every supporting character.
Yep.
Dude, I hate the fucking Eagles. And the guy kicks him out of the cab. The nihilists. We believe in nothing, Lebowski. We are nihilists.
We believe in nothing.
And he's like, "Where's the money, Lebowski?" And he takes his head out of the toilet.
Oh, it's down there somewhere. Let me take another look.
Oh my God!
Do I look like I'm married? He picks up the bowling ball. It's like, what the hell is this?
Obviously, you're not a golfer.
God, like I said, I could talk about that movie for hours. And now we'll move to my personal film selections of 1991. What About Bob? What About Bob?
Love that movie.
I'm sailing! I'm sailing! I'm sailing!
One of the best movie.
Bill Murray.
A hidden gem, because not a lot of people know about What About Bob. But What About Bob is a fantastic film. The ending is nuts, but it gets easier to digest as the years have gone by. But really, the first 3/4 of the movie is just, some of Bill Murray's best work, as well as Richard Dreyfuss. The playing off each other is just hilarious. Any lines that stick out to you, or moments or scenes, Nick?
Yeah, I really liked, of course, like the puppets, like the hand puppets that.
Right. Yeah.
It's like.
Well, what about the car?
Leave it. It's been a long time since I've had a talk with my daughter.
Oh, Daddy, not here.
Anna!
Anna, I know you won't listen to your father, but you always listen to me, so I'm asking you not to see Bob Wiley.
I know you won't talk to your father, but you always talk to me,
right.
And he gives her the puppet.
I am just having fun with my friends.
And Bob Wiley.
Yes, and Bob Wiley.
Bob Wiley is your father's patient.
Bob Wiley is a very sensitive person.
Your father's sensitive.
Bob listens to people.
Your father listens to people, except when he's up here in Lake Winnipesaukee.
He is fun! Oh.
Your father's kind of fun.
Cured me, genius.
Your death therapy cured me, you genius!
Carrying out the cake. Where's the bomb? In the house. Boom.
Yeah.
Classic.
Oh man.
I love the old couple that Leo Marvin buys a house from under,
Oh,
apparently,
yeah.
and then they just see him throughout the movie, and they just yell shit at him.
Burn in hell, Dr. Marvin. Hitler!
Burn! 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 Burn!
Son of a bitch.
She never says.
Right.
I think my favorite line of the whole movie, it has to be after the disastrous news, the interview.
Exactly how does baby steps work on someone like Bob?
Well, Joan, I'm very proud of Baby Steps and enormously gratified by its success. I think the greatest challenge, aside from the writing, is finding ways to make the ideas within it accessible to laymen as well as to my colleagues.
Bob, tell us your impressions of Baby Steps.
Mashed potatoes and gravy, Marie. I couldn't be happier about Baby Steps. I was a total disaster. And now, because of this man, this morning I'm on TV in front of millions of people. I don't even think Dr. Marvin knows what the heck's going on. He can't believe what's going on. I'm very excited. That's the miracle of Baby Steps, is that it's not just this book. It's this man. It's the compassion. It's the dignity. It's the wisdom. It's the horse sense. He actually had me stay here last night in his jammies, using his toothbrush in his house.
Yeah. And he's like, "Get out.
Get out." No, we won't get out. We won't. You deserve it.
I mean, get out! Get out!
Is it something I said?
You've ruined my life! You've ruined my career! You've ruined my book! You've turned a perfectly peaceful house into an insane asylum! Get out!
Daddy! My God, Leo, what's gotten into you?
It was a disaster, Faye!
It's like, it was a disaster, Faye. And he's going on back and forth, And he's like, "Yeah, why'd you have to kick Bob out of the house?"
You think he's gone? He's not gone! That's the whole point! He's never gone!
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?
Favorite. As you can see, I acted that out, so I've seen that a lot.
Yeah. I love how they end. How Bob ends up becoming the therapist.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like they're interviewing him about the book.
He calls his book Death Therapy, and then Leo
Yeah.
sues him
Yeah.
for the name.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Amazing.
God. Love that.